Hello everyone. Here we are going to discuss about this type of signals. This signal, you know that this is a sine wave, this is a triangular wave, this is a square wave. Can you tell me what is the similarity between these three signals? Yes, you guessed it right. They are all are alternating signals. Understood? They all are alternating signals, and now we should know that for any alternating signal that we don't get a steady value out of which we rather we get a instantaneous value. All of them are always changing with respect to time, so we are getting instantaneous values. So that is why for measurement purpose it is very difficult unless there is certain rule so that we can measure them, we can use them. We cannot because as the signal is always changing, it is difficult for us to get the actual value. For that reason, we generally express for alternating signals, we use two terms. They are very important. One is average value and another one is RMS value. Okay, but I am also discussing this. This is very important concept, the average value and the RMS value. So the RMS value full form is root mean square. Understood? So we are going to discuss how we will get average value and RMS value out of these alternating signals. So first I am starting with RMS values. RMS value stands for root mean square. Now to understand RMS value, to get the RMS value there is an empirical formula of RMS value, but before that we need to understand the basic concept. Now as there is alternating signal, you all know that there must be a time period after which the signal repeats itself. So if I guess for this sinusoidal signal, the time period must be up to this part because this pattern is again repeated here. So I guess the time period, suppose this is T, I am writing the time period as T here. Okay, so for this signal also this part is again this similar part is always coming here, then it will coming here. So as they are periodic waveform, they are alternating waveform as well as their periodic waveform, so that why they are having a time period. So this is the time period. This is the unique feature, that is that part of the signal is actually periodically repeated for infinite times. Here also this for this rectangular wave, we are getting that this part is the unique part which has been repeated several times. So here also the unique feature for the time duration, for the unique feature we will call it as time period. Okay, now the for the concept of RMS and average value, you need to first find the time period. That means what is the unique part of the signal. Understood? So after getting the unique part, what will be the formula you will write? RMS means root mean square. So suppose this is the signal. The signal is having a mathematical expression just like this signal. It will be, suppose this is X. I am writing the signal is X. Okay, XT. So XT means here it is A sine omega t, like this. So there is no phase shift, phase delay or phase advancement. So it is started from 0. So it is sinusoidal signal. So I can write it as A, the magnitude, considering the magnitude as A. I can write it as A sine omega t or sine omega t, whatever as per the signal given. So what I have to do, I have to first take the signal and I have to make it square. Understood? So I have to make it square of the signal, and I have to integrate it. Integrate between which time? I have to integrate it between the time period. So from starting from 0, this will be t, right? So I have to integrate between 0 to t. This is the time period. And dt. Okay, so and then what I have to root mean square. Okay, so I have make the squared, I have make the signal squared, then I have to make the mean. What is the mean? That means the averaging of this squared signal. So what is the averaging? The averaging is on the time period, basic time period t. So the averaging will be, or the division will be by the value of time period. Understood? And then we have to get the root. So there will be a root. So this is the empirical formula of root mean square. Understood? So if I want to express RMS or root mean square of any signal, first I have to write the signal, square it, integrate with respect to t, and integrate within the time period of 0 to t. And then I have to divide it, because it is, I have to find the mean of the squared signal. So I have to take the mean. Mean means I have to take the average with respect to time. So I have to divide it with respect to time period, and I have to get the root. Similarly, I have to give the root signal on the expression I have written. So this is the formula of root mean square. This stands similar for this as well as this. If the signal expression is, the signal expression x will vary depending upon the signal given. The mathematical expression, you know how to write mathematical expression these days, so I guess you can able to write the xt, that is the mathematical expression of the signal. Then you have to write this empirical formula so that you can get the RMS of the signal. Understood? Now, what is about the average value? Now if you think of the average value, now if you get for all those signal, all the three signal, the magnitude in the positive side and the magnitude in the negative half cycle is similar. So for the overall time period, if you go for the average value of this part and average value of this part, they will cancel out each other. Understood? This part and this part will cancel out each other. This part and this part will be cancel out each other. So here what we are going to do, we will write the average value for only these part. For only this part, for only this part, we will get what is the actual average signal content for this particular signal. That we are going to do. So what will be our time period here to get the value? Because if you do it for the total time period, it will be 0. So you will do it for the half part. For this type of signal, you have to do it for the half part. You have to understood, for not for all signals you have to do this, but for this type of signal, if you get the average of this and if you get the average of this, as the signal is negative in magnitude, they will cancel out each other. So it's better you just find this part. So this will give you the average content of, for the these part of 0 to t by 2. So for these three type of signals, we will discuss the average value. Average will be here t by 2. Integration will be 0 to t by 2. The signal will be only xt and dt. So it will be the expression for the average of this signal. Why we are doing it for the half time period? Because if we take the full time period, the average will be 0. That's why we are only taking the what is the actual total signal content for half time period. Okay, so that's why for this type of signal we will take the average value like this, the formula of average value like this. Okay, we will discuss several examples in our consecutive lectures.